YouTube, what's up? It's your boy, the Thuggy Thunkster. This a lot of people been asking for this one, so we're gonna go ahead and get to it, man. The tattoos. People be like, somebody asked, man, yo, thank you, bro. Somebody actually told me that I got the best tattoos that they seen in the community, and I was like, wow, that's crazy, because I actually seen some people with some real nice tattoos myself. So for him to say I got the nicest, that's actually pretty cool. So that's lit. So I'm gonna show you how to do the tattoos. I never actually tattooed my legs. I always tattoo my player arms. I haven't had a chance to tattoo his torso since like the last time it was free. So whenever that was. But when they started making it where you had to unlock it for a reward, I never played enough park games because I always worked at a job and I ain't take it serious at the time. I take it way serious, you know. Speaking of that, big level 37, you know what I'm saying? We will hit 40 real soon. But anyway, we're finna do the tattoo tutorial. Let me show everybody how we did this. Let's go. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna show is how I did the sleeves. So we're gonna break it up into 2 tutorials. I'm actually gonna save the second version. So the second version, I'm gonna make his legs look like his torso. So real quick, once you understand how to do the torso, you will understand how to do how to put the tattoos on his neck. It's pretty much the same way. For the torso, the neck and the torso is pretty much the same. Now, the way I did my sleeves, you can actually do the torso. I'm sorry, you could do the sleeves the same way you do that I did the torso, right? So it's your option. It's no real rules to it, right? Like it ain't no rules to nothing really when you think about it, to all this type of stuff when it comes to this game at least. But yeah, man, it's pretty much use your own imagination. I don't want to see nobody running around with the exact same tattoos that I got, okay? But yo, I'm just giving you the basis and you can pretty much run with it. I always say that even if you look at somebody's build, bro, don't just make the build, bro. Like, do what you want to do with it. Use it as a foundation piece, you know? So I'm gonna give you the basics and show you exactly what I did to get this cool looking tattoo. So let's get it. So first, let's go and buy the tattoos. Oh, and we live on Twitch right now. We live on Twitch. All right, check the description for the link. We live. All right, I go live a lot and I stream 27 hours this weekend. So if you wasn't there, you missed the movie. But guess what? The movie continues. The marathon continues because we right back today, man. How long we been live right now? An hour. The bot just told us. Let's get it. Loving music. We're in the building. Let's go. So look. All right, now. The sleeves. The first thing that I did was, now they added these right here. Now someone told me, the homie just told me in the chat that he only saw the other tattoos, which I don't know if he saw this one. So the one that I'm at, which I shouldn't even blow it up, but this the one that I'm at, right? I'm at the one at the top, bro. But this one at the bottom too. And it's called paint tattoo. That one actually is the one that has all the text. If you go to this one over here, whatever the heck it's called, tattoo something. That one there, that's the one that just had a sleeve. So so you can get the sleeves and all that from anywhere, but just come here, get the sleeves. The one on the south side be booming, or at least it was when I first started playing the games. Okay, so sleeves. Now, it's 2 that I used. You could use any one of these ones that you want. Now, if you want to get color, use the color tattoos. Pretty much the same premise. Whatever you do decide to use, make sure you keep that same element across the whole tattoo platform, if that makes sense. For example, you don't see much color. You see a little color tattoos in there, but not a lot. It's mostly black and white tattoos. So you can sprinkle a few color tats in, but you don't want to like go too OD. So if if you have the main ones is your color tattoos like these, then that's fine. But the 2 that I use this one and I use this one. Now, this one here, it appears to be a tribute to Kobe because it has the number 2 on there. It also had the number 8 on there with the wings and stuff like that. So it appeared to be a tribute to Kobe in my opinion. So now I'm just now seeing the 9 and the 6, which I didn't even realize they was on there. But again, I don't know what it is for me. That's what I made it, tribute to Kobe for myself. So yeah, so I grabbed that one, boom, and I want to say this one is the one I picked, and then we grabbed this one. Yep. And it was this one because I knew it was weird, like why the shape like that, boom. So grab that one. Okay, now those are the 2 sleeves that I use. Now it's a couple of other ones that you could use, like this tiger one looked pretty cool, which I don't even know if I remember that one. Did they put some new ones in here? If they did, that's cool. If they didn't, I just don't remember. This was pretty cool with the scripture. In my opinion, that one's pretty decent. That one cool right there. And that was actually pretty fire with the waves and stuff. Okay, so boom, I got my sleeves. All right, so we got our sleeves. Now, a couple of items that I use for my sleeves. One is the goblin. And I got the goblin from miscellaneous. So miscellaneous I got the goblin. And I used, now this one I put on the back of his neck. So that one was pretty cool, but I only used that, I want to say once. Maybe I used that one more than once. But once I show you this, you can use any tattoos you want. So I did not mean to add that one, so we'll remove it, boom, because we only can add a few. So boom, we'll throw a couple stars in there, spam that one. We need a couple of goons, so we'll spam that one. We don't really need that many, but that's fine. What else did I use? Now I'm showing the ones that I use. Again, use whatever you want. Okay, definitely used a couple of them. Now it's actually a way that you can use these with it as well, so I'll show you that, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I want to say, did I get the star? I think I did get some stars. I definitely got some stars. Premium, from the premium, the ones that I grabbed, and again, you can use whatever you want. Now the tattoos are expensive, so my advice, if you're gonna do a bunch of them, don't do too many of the 4,000 joints. Get the 500, you feel me? So you know, it's some free ones too. Now me personally, I don't like the free one. It's a 2K one. I think that was in the miscellaneous, so I personally ain't digging that one. So no, that's not the one I wanted. I want that one. Boom. So we'll put a couple of them. We're definitely not gonna, I probably won't even put that on my legs at all, just because that's expensive. Oh, we used the eye. So we used the all-seeing eye. We put that on his neck. That one's pretty cool. We only used that one once, maybe twice. I can't remember. I think I only used that one once. Now the animals that I used is a couple. We used a few of the snakes. Some people don't like snakes, so you definitely don't have to use the snakes. We used, because I did some on his hands and his arms, so you can use any of these. Now whichever ones you want, that's fine. These are expensive, super expensive, and I haven't saw that you can unlock these, okay, on the wheel. Now you remember last year or last 2K, they were giving these away for the free. You can come in and bing, get a couple of super expensive ones at one time. See, you only do a certain amount. Alright, so boom, we got that, whatever. Alright, so let's go and place the tattoos. Now, we are going to, now remember, these are the sleeves. This is the one I'm not gonna save. So let's go ahead and start with there. So we'll go to his leg, boom. I never put tattoos on my player leg. Alright, so boom, you go here. Of course, you scale it as big as you can. Now this definitely ain't gonna work the way I thought it was, because one thing is, this sleeve, when you put it on there on his arm, it actually like covers his whole arm. So that's definitely not. Yeah, this definitely not exactly what I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough, I guess, to show that part. So one thing I could say is, once you do place the sleeve on the actual arm, which don't put the sleeves on the sleeves cost way too much to put this on his leg, which I wasn't gonna put it on the leg anyway. And it definitely don't fit, so that don't make any sense at all. I really was showing this for the arm to show how I did it on there on the player's arm. So only thing I could say is, make sure that whenever you do place it, you strategically place these other tattoos on top of it in cool positions. All right, it doesn't have to be anything spectacular. Like I said, when you go here, look at my player arms. So when you go here and you look at my player arms, you can see that I have that one with the number 2. I put a rose on there. I put stars on there. I put a couple of roses. Now you see those 2 black stars where his arm folds. I'm looking at his left arm right now. Okay, by the number 2, I put those extra stars right there. You know, I put a rose right there. I put the praying hands right there. I put a star right by the number 8. I put a star right next to the number 8 with the praying hands on top of the rose. Right? You place the tattoos where you want them to place them. There is no rules. The second one is where I use that biotech, is on his right arm. So you see, I put the I put the Bible scripture there with the goon, the goblin or whatever, the demon praying, trying to change his life. The way I wanted it to represent, what I got it to represent, was a demon trying to change his life. He's praying. So I got a demon trying to change his life, and I also got him on his torso as well. But we'll get to the torso in a few moments, which that's gonna be pretty cool. And also I put a tiger, which that one was a super expensive tattoo, but it's right there in the where his arm folds on his right arm. I see a tiger there. That's pretty cool. And again, I put a goblin on his hand. On this right hand, I put the lion. So his tattoos were strategically placed. You don't have to go OD, but you do want to kind of like make the sleeves look different, because if you just place the sleeve, then you're gonna look like everybody else. Okay, simple as that. Let's see if he got his sleeve. And I don't know exactly how he did his tattoos, but his actually look not too bad. I don't know what he did, but it don't look bad. It don't like he did. It don't like he copied anybody. So let's go to the next part. We're gonna show you how to do the torso. The torso. I'm actually gonna leave these. Man, he wanna be in the video. Shout out to you. He don't know I'm shooting a video. Alright, look. But anyway, I'm gonna show how to do the torso. So let's do that. Alright, now the one that I personally use, it's a couple of ones that you can use, man. You can use the roses. Now the one that I personally use, I'll show you that one in a moment, but you can actually use a couple of different ones. You can actually use this rose. If you want some color, you can use that rose, or even this one. I personally think this one's better because it's the rose on it is actually bigger, so you can use those. But the one I use is actually an animal, and it's two of them that you can use, maybe three. You probably can use that one if you want to, but you can use this one as well. I personally didn't want to use this one, but this one is cool. And there's so many different cool ways you can do it. So boom, we'll add a couple of these because we know we're gonna need some of those. So boom, we'll go maybe 20 of those. And this is the torso. I know we added a couple of other things, so add a couple of print hands.
Get a little bread, get a little dough, flip a little bread, get a little more, get a little bread, get a little dough, flip a little bread, get a little more. On the go, hit the dope by the flow.
And those are the main ones I use. You can use any tattoos you want.
Hit the dope by the flow on the boat. Get a little bread, get a little dough, flip a little bread, get a little more, get a little bread, get a little dough, flip a little bread, get a little more. On the go, hit the dope by the flow. Hit the dope by the flow on the boat. On the go, hit the dope by the flow.
Let's go ahead and max out 50. Boom. And now let's go ahead and show you how we added them. Now, this is how we did the torso. So first, before we add that, and let's go ahead and let's do that right there. We're gonna move that out the way. Just go ahead and put that on his leg, and there we go. So let's go and boom. So of course you go. Now one thing is, I know he's gonna be wearing short shorts, and the short shorts shouldn't be shorter than what these shorts he's wearing now. So we'll go like that. Now of course we go boom. Now always remember, wherever you placing these tats, remember which leg that you're on. Now one thing that I did was, and you can do exactly what you want to do, but I was actually, it's not really any rules to it. You kind of want them to be like where it like overlaps, but you want it to kind of like make a design with it. So you could go something like that to mirror it, or you could keep it flipped over this way, right? And as you go, what you kind of want to do is you kind of want to make it where it kind of gives you a pattern and a design, right? So here's the thing, you want it to look unique to yourself, okay? You want it to look unique to yourself. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna fill these in. Now one thing is, I'm probably gonna do something like this, so we can get that part all the way around his ankle, right? Bing. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fit it in there a way where it looks not too out of place, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, you don't want it to look too out of place. So I think something like that actually looks cool. Yep, It blends in enough. And I'm gonna show you a way to fix the parts where it don't blend in properly. So we'll place that one. Now, one thing that helps me when I go down the row, I go down and I literally just keep going down to each one of them. And that way I know, like, okay, this one is, I use that one in this spot, because you can easily mess up on these tattoos, okay? And so yeah, let's go ahead and keep placing these. And this is really exactly what I did. Boom. So you want to kind of like, you wanted to create some type of pattern, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Perfection is not something you're searching for, because I'm gonna show you how to fix the little parts that don't overlap properly. So I'm gonna zoom through this and we'll be right back. I'm gonna speed this part of the video up. Okay, so we just placed the last one. Now on his leg, I just used 7. Okay, so use 7 of them on his leg. Now, however many you have to use, that's just depending on the area that you're actually putting them on, whether it's torso, leg, arm, whatever. One thing is, if you notice, the main thing is make the tattoo cover as much area as possible. Okay, all right, and it's no rules to where you can start at. You can start anywhere. And just to make this leg look a little different, I think we're gonna flip the tattoos upside down. We're gonna actually turn all of them upside down on this one. So we come down, we make sure not to mess up, and we're gonna turn them all over like we said. Make them as big as possible, and we're gonna blend this leg in, and we'll be right back, and I'll show you how to fix the parts that's not perfect. I'm gonna speed this part up. Okay, so before I place this last tattoo, I definitely had to make sure that I put this one in the right spot, and I think it actually blended in pretty well. So I had to like make sure that I move it around a little bit, move that tattoo around and try to fit it in the perfect spot. Because once you place the tattoo, I think you can remove it, but it actually costs a lot of money to do that. You don't want to overdo it, right? So boom, we're gonna go from there, and we actually use way more. We put way more in the cart than we needed, and that's good. These tattoos are expensive. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in, okay? I'm not gonna change anything. I'm gonna go to the very last one. I'm gonna hit edit. I'm not gonna change anything. The only thing I wanna do is look around and make sure we didn't mess anything up, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna place these tattoos. So I shouldn't have even gotten the other tats. So what I'll do is we'll just cut straight to that part once I put the tats back into the cart. But yo, you want to give it a once over and look and say, hey, okay, yo, this look cool, this is acceptable. And it is to me. It's acceptable to me. So I like it. I'm satisfied. So I'm gonna make sure that I don't mess anything up. I'm gonna press place. I didn't change anything. Okay, we're gonna hit triangle, forget ink. That cost is 13 tattoos. I use 13. Why is an odd number? I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. Again, I'm satisfied with the placement. 32,000 VC. Boom. Bing bow. That's the legs. Super expensive. Now, Pro tip, when you're doing tattoos, right there, a lot of times we're gamers. We're in a rush. Do not press any buttons, especially circle. Don't press anything. Let it save. Let your tattoo save, because if you don't, the next time you go in, it's gonna say you have tattoos to place, and you have to do all that work over. So that's a pro tip. So anybody that watched the whole video, you got that part right there. Make sure you hit like on the video for me and type in the comment section. Turn me up. All right. Now I'm about to cut. Future Thug. We're about to cut in. We're gonna go and grab them tattoos that I'm gonna place on top of his legs, and we're gonna go from there. Bing. We're gonna put some shorts on to show the tats off. All right. What the fuck happened, man? Bruh. Man, let me call it out, man.
Closing up, cooling with ice.